An impressive and controlled win from the World Cup favourites. We used that word at half-time, and they were in complete control in the second half. And your man of the match, I think, Willian, set up the first goal. You love the way he played today.
I thought he was magnificent in the second half. Really got to grips with it, you know. Had a tough time in the opening game of his opening match. I think he was substituted in his first game. He's really come into it now. He's a confidence player, but he was absolutely fantastic today. Really fantastic. His driving runs actually set up this Brazil win.
Well, let's have a look at Willian then, and those driving runs, which were a feature of the whole of the second half. And you had a lot of space, you were saying, in which to run into quite often.
Yeah, and this we said at the halftime that the game's going to be decided from the front players, front three or four plus one midfielder, and they just speeded up in the second half. It's pure difference in the class. It was different speed and everything, different pace. Willian, Neymar, he scored one, he made one, and still we are not like quite happy the way we play, the way he played. They are really very comfortable against the side that beat Germany, and that so far was kind of a surprise package.
Firmino came on and scored. Jesus hasn't scored yet. Is there a debate to be had there? Not just because he scored, Firmino, but is there a debate to be had for the next game, the quarter-final?
I mean, this is a tap-in, but he's there at least. But you have to think a little bit now. 4 games, Jesus haven't scored in. So he comes on, scored on his first touch, more or less. And you have to start thinking about it. I also think that with Firmino in the team, there's a little bit better hold-up play and also combination play with him when he's playing compared when Jesus is playing.
I'm a little bit disappointed with Mexico. Okay, did they run out of steam? I don't know, but basically they never push. They play with flat back four. They never push. I know it's hard. It's Brazil, and I would probably play with 5 at the back or whatever. But they never pushed the fullbacks on. They never forced Willian, Coutinho, and Neymar to go back deep in their own half. They were always in a position behind the ball, the Brazilians behind the ball, but when they regain the position in very good situations, they can burst up. And they use it in the second half especially.
Yeah, it actually looked like they conserved a bit of energy as well, Brazil, of course, because it was extremely hot there. The other talking point was that little flashpoint between Leon and Neymar. Mark Clattenburg's had a look at it for us and can give us your verdict, which we passed on to John Champion during commentary. Mark, talk us through why you think Leon should have got a red card.
Just before the red card, what I noticed about 8 minutes earlier was there was an altercation between Leon and Neymar on the touchline, which the fourth official got involved in very well. You can just see the two players coming together. Maybe Leon's trying to wind Neymar up at this stage. He wants to pick him up. Neymar's not happy. Fourth official intervenes quite well. But this is probably clearly tactic. He's come off the bench. He's trying to wind Neymar up to try and get a reaction. And at this point, okay, it looks normal. Leon looks to get the ball. The reaction of Neymar doesn't help. At this point, you think, come on, Neymar, get up. What's gone on? You know, his reaction's probably over the top. But what we do see is Leon putting his foot, standing on Neymar's leg. This is a deliberate act. Neymar's foot's on the turf. Leon's foot comes direct onto Neymar's leg. And therefore, it's a clear red card for violent conduct.
What do you think, Martin? I mean, the reaction, it looks like he's been stung by an electric eel, Neymar. I'm sure it hurts a lot, but do you think it was a bit over the top?
His reaction?
Yeah.
Oh, it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic, honestly. Mark's right, it's a red card nowadays because they've spotted somebody standing on his foot. I mean, the pain threshold of Neymar is just incredibly low, I must admit. I wouldn't like to see him coming out of the doctor's surgery after getting a flu injection. And just ridiculous.
Got enough energy to shuffle along a little bit.
He's a top quality player. He's a top quality actor. And that's, you know, funny enough, when Slaven just mentioned there about he hasn't really hit it yet, you know, part of our thinking is actually to do with all of this play acting. You know, he's been down dozens and dozens of times. He gets up again. You know, he's completed 4 games. Hasn't done too badly out of it.
Do you like the look of Brazil? Are they warming up nicely for you? Do they have a nice balance about them and justifying the favouritism?
Sir, I don't believe in that warming up. I think they weren't good. They were nervous in the first game against Switzerland and all that. But today, against a good side, they were very good. Don't forget, and credit to them, because 2 weeks before the tournament, they lost Dani Alves. Very important playmaker on the right side, right full back. They lost Marcelo. Again, great left back. So to come to the tournament, to adjust your team, because these couple of players, Felipe Luis is totally different than Marcelo. and the other guy Fagner.
Yeah.
So they looked serious today.
I mean, the organization, they have the discipline to carry it on. It's just fantastic to see. And I mean, I just hope that they push on a little bit more so you can see the things that you expect from Brazil. But this, I can also like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, they're clearly the team to beat just at the moment, aren't they? The team to beat. Well, after the break.